I'm 19. I think it kind of convinces. It's convincing so far, but there's still a few issues, especially the continuity with the sound. It often just stops abruptly, and I think that could, instead of having it so loud in some places, maybe just stretch that out in a few shots. And when they were filming in the movie, especially there when you hear people talking, when it cuts, then the talking stops. So maybe just try and drag that out so when it cuts, it's still the same sound clip. But after I think that that's fixed, then I think it'll come together a bit more. It'd probably get an 18 rating. I mean, because the violence that's seen, and also the target, the actual actors, they're in that age range as well. So
I'm 20.
Yeah.
Having watched this before, I think it's an improvement to what it was before.
Yeah.
I think you did a good job with more realistic breathing and sort of gasping in between where she was breathing at the beginning, because I remember I commented on that last time that I didn't find it good. I think it achieved good, very similar suit. There are some shots at the beginning of this running sequence where you're cross-cutting in between this one shot where you see them running up, and you did that one time too much in my opinion, where it just didn't have the same effect as it did the first time. I can show you the time afterwards because I wasn't able to note the time. Also, I think it would be nice if you could still have the fact that all of a sudden, I mean, now you still have that they're all of a sudden just there, the two guys, whereas I remember also last time I commented on the fact that it would be nice if she could just have a hand or on her shoulder or something, you know. You had a good use of keyframing, where that girl said you said that you would stop, and then it sort of focused in on him. I think there was more emphasis on it, which was really good. I know that last time there was music also at the part where there was electricity, and this time you've taken it away at some of the parts, and there was just the sound of the electric wires. I liked it better before, personally.
Okay.
I enjoyed that you added in some extra shots, such as sliding your finger or your hand over the weapons, and there was just more emphasis on that whole scene that made much more sense. Also the sound effects of the blood being spilled at the end, where you get the title, that was a really nice effect. Generally, I think it's good. You also chose a better font for the second ident. It's now much more readable. I liked it. I think the target audience would probably be 18 plus, just because, like Christian also argued, because of the weapon and just the violence.
18. I thought that the sound effects used were really effective, and I liked the breathing and the music that went along with it, but I thought at times it seemed a bit unrealistic, maybe because it was too loud.
Yeah.
I also really liked the mise en scene when there was someone tied up. I thought that was really good, and the whole basement with the candles was really good. And I thought you had some very effective angles. I think you had a Dutch angle, so it fit well with the genre. One thing I would say is that the beginning maybe is a bit confusing, so some people might be confused by that. And I think the target audience would be 18 to 25.
I'm 19.
Okay.
I thought the opening part was really good. I thought it was really convincing with all the breathing and the sounds. I think maybe the volume could have been a bit lower.
Okay.
I also thought the narrative was a bit confusing at first, but then it got a bit clearer at the end. I think the target audience would probably be 18 because of the last scene where it suggested that she might be torturing the guy. thought overall it was really good.